Trials have begun in eastern DRC to test MBP 134 and remdesivir against Bundibugyo Ebola. WHO, US, and local health teams are coordinating trials, while clinicians are operating in conflict zones that are disrupting enrollment, monitoring, and cold chain supply. Early positive results will force rapid scale-up, supply negotiations, and emergency approvals. Negative results will push investment back into vaccines and supportive care and leave services stretched. A humanitarian worker has been transferred to a specialized French facility and placed under strict isolation with 21 days of contact tracing. European health authorities are prioritizing rapid isolation, testing, and daily monitoring, while public officials are managing optics to reassure domestic populations. This will keep immediate exportation risk low if tracing holds, but it will increase pressure to sustain surveillance and resources in Congo, rather than rely on isolated evacuations. The US has begun a phased drawdown of PEPFAR funding in South Africa, citing policy differences and confidence in South Africa's ability to sustain services. Donor budgets are tightening and South Africa is increasing domestic procurement and financing, while civil society is raising alarms about gaps in prevention and supply chains. This will increase pressure on South African health budgets, will raise the risk of drug stockouts and service cuts, and will force urgent donor negotiations at the UN meeting to avoid treatment backlog. The FAO and WFP have warned that 266 million people will face acute hunger between June and November 2026, with Nigeria and Somalia newly classed as high concern. Conflict, economic shocks, and falling humanitarian funding are interacting with El Niño, which is altering rainfall and is increasing drought and flood risks in vulnerable regions. This will force donors to choose where to send aid. Without urgent funding, the Horn of Africa, Nigeria's conflict zones, and parts of the Sahel will see deeper malnutrition, market collapse, and rising tension. The EU has hosted Taliban officials in Brussels for technical talks on migration and readmission. The bloc is balancing migration control and consular safeguards, while rights groups are warning that engagement is normalizing the Taliban. This will increase pressure on EU lawmakers and may make forced returns more likely, while weakening the bloc's leverage on human rights protections.